Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hard Drive 32, a channel dedicated to the creation of 32-bit games and playing them. I'm your host, Alex Wolken. Welcome to Monday morning. That was all the energy I could muster. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm wiped out. I feel actually okay. Start off, I've been sick for the past few days, and I am feeling a little bit better today. However, I'm still not quite like 10 out of 10 back to normal. So this could be a motivational stream of sorts as we work on the art for the game. This could be like just kind of like pepping myself up, giving me the energy, and maybe if I accomplish something on our character design today, get the ball rolling for a better week. So yeah, so great to have you here once again, and to give you kind of a just catch up on everything. So our goal is we were working on Val, the heroine of from Aspire, which is a survival horror game that is 32-bit inspired. And we were painting her and Substance Painter. And actually, there was a really good bit of news over the weekend, which was I did get the job, of course, for teaching coding, which I'm really excited about. I'll be starting that in the spring. But part of that was I went ahead and used that golden ticket that is the teacher license, the student license, all that kind of thing, to get myself set up with a free edition of the latest Substance Painter, Designer, Alchemist, all of them. So we're actually today going to be painting our character using the latest Substance Painter, which I'm really, really excited about, because it's hopefully, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of usability things that improve it, and so I could see some of today being a bit of a getting used to the new interface. However, I'm sure it won't be that difficult. It's Substance Painter. They use the same look for most of it anyways. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Other updates, I'm working with one of my buddies a bit later this week to get set up the Mario Party stream. It's gonna be just the difficulty of getting 3 other people all in one stream, all playing together, and having it work technically. So this week I'm gonna start practicing on that so that hopefully we get it up and running okay. And I would say mid-November is when I will have the date for that. And I'll also throw my pin at the screen like I just did. But I'll also post on social media channels the dates for Mario Party as well as our Parasite Eve coming out. The truck run I'm gonna do for that. So anyways, shaking off the tiredness, waking up the week. I don't know if you can tell my voice is a little bit deeper because of me being sick, but oh, that monster tasted so weird after brushing my teeth. All right, let's try out the new substance here. I'm pretty dang excited, to be honest. So yeah, we're gonna work as well as we can, and hopefully if I produce something awesome within the time frame of the stream, it'll be just extra motivating and give me the juice to do everything else. Because, you know, kind of as we're working, I'll go through what I have to deal with this week. It's going, honestly, my life's going pretty good for the most part. We had a crazy period where we had a bunch of duplexes that were vacant that I had to go in and clean up and re-rent out, and there is still one that's vacant. So one of the things I'm working on this week is I do need to find a renter for that unit. So I'll be working towards that. And then on top of that, there's a lot of little home to-dos, cleaning up for Halloween. I hope you guys had a really good Halloween. I know it was the week before last, but we had some friends over again for Halloween. That was a really, really good time. And so this weekend was full of kids and some pumpkin beers and just kind of taking it easy. And I got to watch, for example, Corpse Bride for the very first time, which I always wanted to watch, but I wasn't allowed to watch when I was young. Well, wasn't I allowed to watch it? I'm kind of shocked by that. Maybe I was talked down from watching it, just by watching Nightmare Before Christmas and all those things. However, there we go, dealing with a pop-up. However, I really enjoyed Corpse Bride. It was a really gorgeous movie. My only issues with it was just the fact that I feel like it just felt a little bit slight in the department of some of the finale portion of it, it rushed to the finale. It was only an hour 17, which is crazy to think about. And it was a good film. I just wish it had a little... It's funny, even though the Corpse Bride gets a lot of character development, I think the characterization of the living girl within that film was actually a little bit stronger. And so I had a clearer understanding of her. Though it was a very sweet film, and I did like the conclusion of it. I could have just had even more time with perhaps the lead character and the Corpse Bride being together to really buy into the concept that he is willing to sacrifice himself for her. Spoilers. Ish. Spoilers for a decade-old film. Alright guys, give me one moment. I am just activating the teacher's license of my copy of Adobe. I don't want to share my license across the stream. Have it up soon enough. Yeah, I'm really excited, by the way, to use this new tool. It's awesome. Substance, despite being bought up by Adobe, has actually continued to update, which is just wonderful. There we go, guys. Okay, we're gonna roll. I'm gonna switch my screen over here so you guys can watch it. This one here. There we go. We'll put my face on the left side. Well, license. 363 days remaining. Oh no. It looks as though the teacher's license is only a year long. Alright guys, we have a year to make our hopes and dreams come through before we have to pay for this. And then it's all over. Let's see what new settings we have here. Already, man, before there wasn't a lot of texture settings for the brush, and now I've got all these here for like stroke capacity, spacing. That's great. Okay, let's see how well it runs too. Cool. Hey. Oh, cool. That's awesome. They have Python plugins. I'm actually learning Python, so I might be able to write some plugins for this if I was being so inclined. Shit. Wow, they have a direct plugin. One second, I just got a message from my wife that I got to go deal with. Hey, Jeannie. You bought a season of... Oh, sorry. It's up, Vicky. Man, I gotta go. I love you. Put up by later, okay? I'll be back soon. I know. I love you, bud. I'll take it. Hey, Leon. How's your kiss? wife was messaging me with some stuff to do. But handled. Hey, so the too big. My parents are learning the ways of streaming services, and they're accidentally purchasing things using our accounts, and they don't mean to. It's just a learning how technology works kind of thing. So she was just informing me of some charges of Yellowstone that they had purchased by accident. It's okay. It happens. Alright guys, let's see here. Back to where we were. So we got a character here. And we'll take just a moment here. Wow. There's so many little things I'm kind of learning, guys. This is so cool. It's so cool, but I'm also like bewildered. Okay, add layer. Let's see if there's any controls to adjust brushes. Oh cool, they added in some. So before you couldn't adjust the brush size on the fly in the very first version of it, and now you can adjust it like Photoshop. Probably a bit of the Adobe influence here coming in. Oh, also, oh look at that! They give me a little collection of shortcut keys. Nice, awesome. All right, first things first. So let's go ahead and set this to 2K as far as appearance goes. Don't need height. This is our character here. Go. Minimal size, flu. It's a day of figuring things out. How awesome is it all this? I love these settings. Layer channels, mesh maps. Wow. Okay. Alright, so let's think through this here. Things that need to improve. There's quite a bit. We need to refine the lines so that way we can actually start coloring in some fabric detail. We need to erase some of the shading to make it look appropriate. So to begin, let's go back some of these earlier layers and let's actually start, let's start refining them. Let's do that. That'll probably be a pretty good start for all this, is just refining what we have here and get to work on that. Some happy music, man. Feeling down. Feeling randomly down. This happens from time to time. All of us have those kind of days. See the edge of it. Look how hard the edge is gonna be. It's amazing. Hardness. Okay, one. Awesome. How cool. Okay, so we got a hardness there. And so what I'm gonna do is do very fine line work here. Remove my spacing. And while it does in the end get reduced to K, sure. Now, I will open whatever link you may have in a separate browser, but if you want to, Mr. M, feel free to pass it along. If it's something trolly and shocking, and not a lo-fi beat, won't be much of a problem, I'll just report it, but if you got legit something for me, feel free to share it. As I switch my camera setup here. See, that's how I'm gonna check it. Oh! Cool, dude. Let's go. I'll give it a listen for a second. Cool. This is really good. I will go ahead. Let me start broadcasting my desktop here. Now I'll play Mr. Chiquino's music here. It's pretty sweet. Desktop audio. Oh, thank you, good sir. Sirette. So this will be my... I'm digging this so far. Cool. What I enjoy about this, so I'm not let's say I'm not a music person in the traditional sense, so it'll just be like kind of like feedback and stuff like that. But I really oh, you're welcome. I'm really liking how man, it's so funny how the timing plays into music so much. Lo-fi can oftentimes can almost be a little too distant and just like not interesting enough to hold my attention. And I love how you like layer in elements at the appropriate time. Like especially, I love this beginning bit here. It's kind of distorted little warble. I think that sounds awesome. Yeah, none of the elements are overused, and that's the thing too, is like there's a repetition to lo-fi music that sometimes can be just to its own detriment. And I think you've done a really good job balancing it to where none of the like elements are overstaying their welcome. That's the best I can give as far as I'm not a needle drop. I'm not an Anthony Fantano, but with my human ears and my listening, that's what I love in particular about this is, yeah, there's lo-fi music that'll oftentimes have elements overstay their welcome, and I think you've got a lot of good variety in here, and it feels cohesive as a whole. Do you have any fun? Do you want me to listen to any of your other fun music on your channel here? On your SoundCloud? I wouldn't mind giving them a listen. Hey, and it worked at least, like, I was feeling a little down at the beginning of my day, and now I'm feeling a little more chipper. Oh, it's so big. Starting to get in the flow of using this new substance painter here. See? It's got stuck enough in my head where I was singing a portion of your song. You did so good. Play one more time for the peeps. Literally the peeps. So, I have a question. As far as like, is lo-fi like your favorite genre of music to create? Also, I love that lo-fi is becoming popular. It's great to, oh, where was I? Yeah, I was like in a corporate office. It was like a local cell phone company, and they actually had lo-fi music going on. It was like a Zelda remix. I was like, lo-fi has become popular. The world is a better place now. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I am always astounded by music. Music was something that's always been shrouded in mystery for me. So back in college, I tried to start learning piano, and I was in this class. It was called International Music, and I took it as a blow-off class, and kind of as an excuse for me to learn how to play piano. Because the way this international music class worked is, at the end of it, you had to play a foreign piece of music. So it was like, oh, I'll take this class and I'll take piano, and that'll be a way. That's an excuse for me to, on my Pell Grant and all that sort of stuff's dime, to learn piano. So I spent the whole class trying to learn like how to play jazz piano for the final in my international music class, where I play some music. And I get in the classroom, and it's all music majors. And it's like I got a free ticket to a music concert. Like, people, these students, like, oh, I composed an entire 7-minute song on a calypso. It was incredible. It was just the most amazing thing. And I came up there and played my little dodgy piano. And I was so proud of myself because I worked so hard. And the teacher failed me. It was just like, it's obvious compared to the other students that you are not as good at music. I was like, I tried so hard. But the reason why I bring this up is, I work in art, which is just image-based things. And I have such respect for anybody that is great at music, because it is such like it's so ethereal. It's not like you can't physically see the notes, you can't see the sound, and so to create just this gorgeous piece of music is always astounding to me. It takes like almost like a special just kind of gift to be able to understand both time and prediction, so you understand how your notes are going to play out, how your sound's going to play out, and to be able to follow that direction, that path to conclusion of a musical piece. It's just so cool. Right now I'm trying to learn how to play piano, by the way. And it's really neat to kind of get a peek into a world of you awesome music people. And also, by the way, I gotta say, in college, the people that were in the music majors worked the hardest. Like, worked the absolute hardest. Oh my gosh. And that's something I think there was a study done that went through all the college majors and was like, which students work the hardest. And number one, and tied with number one, was the art major people and the music people were tied for the number one slot. They go back and forth. And yeah. Oh, cool, dude. Go you, man. Yeah, it's always just like a little bit of time to pick things up on it. That's really cool. Yeah, if you ever want to share your art sometime, which is always a scary thing, but if you ever want to, never feel bad to. But, one moment here, I'm going to get my little music going here. Though I absolutely loved listening to that. Also, the vocals were great. But yeah, as I was saying, the music people worked one of the hardest working majors there is. It's just crazy. And I think honestly, as long as you follow it, you'll find success. So my brothers, they're muralists for Bass Pro. My older brothers. Hey, there's a lot of bad, us graphic designers only do bad art. We're just really confident about it. So for example, we would do critiques in college and our art would frequently be bad, but we would just be like, nah, we meant to make it look like a children's drawing. It's sophisticated, man. And he would just give this long-winded explanation as to why you made it look like a child's drawing. It's just confidence, man. Just say you meant to draw it that way. But yeah, my older brothers, they're the artists behind all the Bass Pro shops in the US. So if you see murals in a Bass Pro, which I'm not a hunter type, and neither are my brothers. They're not hunter types necessarily as well, but they're still they still did all the murals for Bass Pro. And it was really nice to have older brothers that kind of pursued art as a career before me, because then I was like, oh, this is viable. This can be a thing. And art and music can still be a career nowadays. It's just, I would say the competition is really up there because of the availability of tools and programs. But here's what it is. I'm so happy they shared their music. That was really good. Yeah, you find me some good lo-fi music to play on my channel here. I'm actually using at the moment, so my music on the channel is from some Japanese copyright-free music sites. I'll have to find the link for it. But one thing that's interesting is like Japan doesn't have the copyright laws that we do, like not even close. And so it's part of why Japan has such a robust scene where their artists are able to make creative works based on other properties. So you might see a bunch of mangas based on Final Fantasy or some other big work, or of course Evangelion. You too, man. You're awesome. So Japan is like, psh, you can make as much manga, as much whatever you want based on Final Fantasy or Evangelion. And so there's a lot of cool copyright-free music out there from Japan and stuff. It's pretty wild. But I'm also like, man, I do want creative people to get their pay and their due. So yeah, there's a big collection of cool DMC music from Japan. That's quite good. And I don't know, that's something I'd always want to look into someday, is like how creatives do what they do in other countries. So like, I kind of like know the art scene, the music scene pretty decently here in the US. I'm kind of curious to know what international folks deal with when selling their art. Which kind of their general struggles. Look at that geometry. What was I thinking when I made that? It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I'll adjust it afterwards. Also, by the way, it's so nice. Part of the reason why I wanted to create this channel is like meet other creatives. So it's cool when a Mr. Chiquino drops in the chat. I always like it when cool creative individuals jump in. Hello. One moment, guys. I hope we didn't bring that down too much. Oh, good. Hey, we back. Kiddo is my 3-year-old is home from school at the moment. She's not feeling too hot. Not COVID, thankfully. Just has a bit of a cold. But yeah, so part of creating this channel is like meeting other cool folks. And my goal is to eventually work with other cool folks on these like creative projects, but only once I'm at a point where I feel confident about it. So that's one thing is like this game I'm working on, until it's a prototype stage, I don't want to get anyone else involved. Just because like I don't want people necessarily relying on me until I'm at a stage where I feel comfortable enough with them staking any of their dreams or time on me. It's like I worked as an art director at a game studio, and like it takes years to make a game, and it's so much heartache and so much work. So I know just how stressful it can be. So before I get anyone else in my little vanity projects where I'm having people collaborate in whatever dream or vision I have, I just want to make sure I'm able to contribute enough and be enough of a director to help them out. So that's what this channel's kind of going to be, is my journey to hopefully get to that point where I feel I've got the abilities to bring others into my little creative world. Also, I'm very excited about the Mario Party stream later. I've got some special things in store for it, and that stream might happen sometime next week. I'll post it for sure on my Twitch and YouTube, like a pre-schedule for it. But I don't know if the friend is watching that's gonna participate in the Mario Party stream, but I might be seeking some vengeance against someone who's way too good at Mario Party on that stream. There's gonna be, I'll just go ahead and spoil a little bit of surprise. There might be I may be making a special custom board just to take down one of my friends who's really good at Mario Party. Yeah, I found a tool that lets you make your own Mario Party board. And this person we're playing against, she's incredible. We're talking like, she'll have 6 or 8 stars in a match. And we've got friends of ours that play in like fighting game tournaments and have superhuman, well, better reaction times than I do. And she crushes him for whatever reason at Mario Party. So I've collected a group of people that have been wronged by her in a Mario Party game, and I'm building a custom board just to hopefully take the Mario Party crown from her. We'll see. This would be pretty cute and funny. But that's a secret. Whenever she gets to play me in that. Other fun things is I'm playing through Skyward Sword at the moment and really digging that. Yeah, Skyward Sword's great. It's funny, I forgot how much I liked Breath of the Wild until I played Skyward Sword. There's just like a bunch of little polished things that make Breath of the Wild incredible, and I'd forgotten all those little touches, just in controls, even in the world. Like the world map's great in Breath of the Wild, but I just forgot how much I miss the absolute expansiveness of Breath of the Wild until I played Skyward Sword. And it's funny to me, this is my first time playing Skyward Sword, by the way. I thought I would enjoy the open air just as much as the ocean and Wind Waker, and I'm really not. And I think part of what comes down to it is it's an odd thing, but like the dimensions in which you play the game. So when you're playing Wind Waker, you're dealing with a 2D plane, which is the ocean surface, and then you're moving from destination to destination, and there isn't necessarily an up or a down element to it. And so it's with the ocean beneath you, the game map feels very full and complete because you have the waves to fill it out. But when you're playing Skyward Sword and you have a depth element to it because you have the sky beneath you, it makes everything feel both expansive and big, but also very empty, because there's like this huge gap of the sky beneath you, the clouds, and then the huge gap of the blue sky above you, and like very few things in between. And so it ends up just feeling a little bit kind of like empty, which is not at all what I thought I was going to get out of that experience. It's still a great game, mind you. And boy, I'm sure the dev team at Nintendo faced a challenge when they're like, oh, people liked Wind Waker, we'll expand it into the entire sky. And it really does just change everything. Oh, cool, move the location, great. So yeah, I'm enjoying the story part of it and the dungeon part of it. I'm enjoying a little less there we go, some of the sky exploration elements. But what's kind of fun is for my 3-year-old son, this is his first time seeing a game from start to finish, and he is so into it. He's constantly shouting like, "Go save Princess Zelda!" Also, I'm not going to, as a parent, deny my child me playing a video game. It's pretty cool to have my son. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. He'll be shouting out like, "Dad!" One thing, my 3-year-old son is a great backseat gamer. He'll be like, "Dad, throw the bomb, throw the bomb, throw the bomb in his mouth," or like, "You need to do this and this and this." And one of the funniest times was he told me I was stuck on a puzzle and he shouted something out. Actually, this happened twice. My 3-year-old has shouted out a solution to a puzzle that I didn't see. So, witness the man who has the intellect of a 3-year-old. Or he's just an exceptionally smart 3-year-old. How about that? But I was just like, when he shouted out this puzzle solution, I'm like, oh my gosh, Leon, you're right. That is the puzzle solution. Thank you. Have you got to play a Zelda game before, Mr. Chiquino? Mr. or Mrs. or what have you, Chiquino? I need to come up with my gender neutral thing to say. I'll call everyone Chiquino. I don't know. They. It's like, have you played a Zelda? And I'm always curious if someone has played a Zelda, what their favorite Zelda is. It always says a lot what their favorite Zelda might be. Played a few old cool Zelda games, but not anything recently. Okay. You threw me for a loop. you tricked me with the Mr. Chiquino. Well, that's cool you played the old school ones though. That's awesome. Yeah, the old school ones are great. And I don't know which ones, when my kiddo does come to play a game, what I'm gonna kind of let him try first. Like, I might let them play one of the old school ones, but also the old school ones are super difficult. It's Mr. Yeah, Mr. Chiquino. But yeah. I'm, those old school ones are like super stinking difficult. Like, I only get so far in them before I just get crushed. And I don't know, like, when I was young, I beat them without a problem. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to play. Oh, dude, oh my gosh, the Four Swords one was so good. That was such a friend-breaking, great time. Oh, we played so much of that. Yeah, we get everyone together and play Four Swords, and just like all my friends that were dicks that would throw pots on people's heads so you couldn't see what you're doing in the game. Yeah, those were great. Yeah, for those that have not played a Four Swords title, like a Mario Party, they can be a friendship-ending game to play. They're so much fun, but you can really screw over your friends, and it's awesome. Oh man, that makes me wanna. I definitely have to play one of my buds on stream at some Four Swords. It'd be great. Yeah, so you played one of the cooler Zeldas by playing Four Swords. I wish they would do a re-release or a new one of those, just so a new generation of people can fight their friends on Zelda. And I haven't played any of the mobile games, which are probably as close as. Like, they've had a recent string of those 3DS games and the remake of Link's Awakening. I haven't got to play those. And those are probably the closest we would get to playing, like a new Four Swords. But yeah, I wouldn't mind just that return to the old school kind of Four Swords. Oh lord, what's that thing doing? Jeez, man. I gotta look at how this tool works, because that is not where I wanted to paint. What are you doing to me? Look at that. It painted through my character's hand. What are you doing? What are you doing, thing? Odd. This tool does not work as I once thought it did. I think it looks like it's ignoring backface culling to pull that off. Yeah, so backface culling is a way to detect the back portion of a model, like the other side of a model's surface. And it looks like this polygon tool I'm painting with does not understand how to do that. Very obviously does not understand how this works. It's okay though. That. Okay. Cool. Alright, some of those lines are refined, looking sharp enough that I can feel confident in continuing. I might really quickly see if I can get in here and fix his hair. So our next thing is we're going to jump back to my shadows that I did, and we're going to find those lines. Because one thing is, at the end of the day, all of this is going to be 256 by 256 texture. Oh, cool, man. Oh, nice. Alright, sounds great. I'll see you later, Mr. Chiquino. And I'll actually keep listening to your music here and check out a stream later. So, you have a great one, man. Ciao. Cool dude. Also, I am excited to listen more of their lo-fi. That was really good. Yeah, I listen to quite a bit of music, and I listen to a lot of lo-fi, so I am allergic to when lo-fi isn't great, and that his work was some great lo-fi, so I'm excited to listen to more of that. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll play some more Mr. Chiquino later. One thing that's kind of fun about Twitch is I like that it's like an opportunity. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I like that Twitch is like an opportunity to work with other creatives. Like while you're say like working on music or art, you can have in the background someone else working on art or music. It's a nice way to stay motivated for sure. Good community to work with others. Just like cheer them on towards their goals. Oh, by the way, I want to talk about some fun little not spoilers, but things in regards to games. Supposedly we're gonna get, there was like this list of leaked titles coming out, and some of them included a remake of Final Fantasy Tactics, which I love, and a remake of Final Fantasy 9. And the thing is, like, normally I wouldn't give credence to those type of rumors. However, everything within it has come true as far as the other titles that were in the list. And so, very likely we'll soon get to hear news about a new Final Fantasy 9 remake and Tactics. So the Tactics was listed as a remaster, so it'll probably be something that's just like a re-release of sorts. And then but the 9 was listed as a remake, similar to Final Fantasy 7. And they actually said, Squaresoft said that if 7 did well, they would be interested in remaking both 9 and 8. And they did a re-release of 8 after 7's. So I'm just like, oh please. Even if it's just a re-release. But the thing is, they've already done a re-release of 9. So I'm like, if you've already done a re-release of 9, the next step is just do a remake. So give me the remake of Final Fantasy 9. I'd be so happy. One of my favorites. Just a good classic fantasy, that one. There's some issues here with this painting tool. It's not bad though, it's better than say using Photoshop. And I'll have to get used to its quirks over time. Let's turn down the texture settings here and see what we got at 256. And like I said, oh, what? So what I'm probably gonna do is, look how bad this looks whenever it turns it down to 256. What I'm likely to do is what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna export it at 2K or 4K and then let Photoshop do the res reduction, because I'm not liking how Substance Painter is doing. And let's actually look at this for a moment. Let's try this. Let's see if I can just export really quickly this color map. So we'll export texture, and we'll just put it to our desktop. And let's see what this looks like at 4K. Doing it at 256 by 256. That's silly. Un momento, my fine friends, while I look through this here. It's just awesome though, their new settings. I'm impressed. Oh, I think it's just the name of the texture. So I think whenever I go to export, it's gonna be something a little bit better than that. SP export. Let's find out what we get. They're all my folders here. Yeah, momentarily open here. My computer doesn't know how to open up a PNG file. Really? Shocking. It's like wanting to open it with a Adobe reader. Yeah, let's compare what Photoshop does in comparison to Substance Invader for size reduction. Project settings, edit settings. Oh, here we go. 4K. Boom. Wait, what? I said 4K. Photoshop. Yeah, my goal this week though is to get a lot of stuff done today and tomorrow, so I can open up the week later half of this week to some really fun stuff in regards to this stream. Get to work on some really neat things. Primarily preparation for the Mario Party, which I'm really excited about. $4K. Question is, why is it not? One moment, my friends. Let's see. I sure wish I knew why it wasn't doing this. So maybe something I may look up after stream here. Kind of an early close to the day for the stream, but that's okay. I was just kind of like wanted to get back into swinging things as I'm getting over being sick and so forth. So I'm really excited for the week ahead of it. I'm probably gonna feel 110 tomorrow, and also I'm gonna use the rest of this fine day to knock out all of my to-dos, so that way I can put, all my heart, all my energy here into Hard Drive 32. But thank you guys so much for being here. It's great to meet Mr. Chiquino and his awesome lo-fi music. Definitely check out the link that he's sitting there. It was fantastic. And I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful start of your week, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Ciao.